Alright guys, so what is going on? We've had some really big news break out today about Nintendo suing the United States government. Now, of course, whenever you go online, people show a picture of Donald Trump or whatever, so it's like, oh, they try to make it seem like Nintendo's suing Donald Trump personally. They're suing the United States government, and you could argue, well, that's kind of the same thing. It's not entirely the same thing, but yes, Donald Trump or whatever, he imposed these really stupid tariffs. And I agree that these tariffs are dumb as hell. Alright, they're really stupid, and for many reasons. I mean, I think Donald Trump's biggest argument for why it's a good thing that he's, hitting all these companies with tariffs or whatever, he's basically saying that, well, that they should start producing these things here in America, and it's like, okay, well, that's bullshit, because here, like, we don't have, the same resources that other countries have. The soil here is different from the soil maybe like in Italy or whatever, and so whenever they're trying to produce, I don't know, let's just make an example, peanuts, peanut butter, wine, stuff like that. It's not going to be the same for depending on the soil, okay? If that makes sense. So it's really stupid, just hitting people with tariffs like this, and it does suck that, the price of Nintendo consoles or whatever are probably more expensive than they need to be. I don't really think that's the case. I think $450 for a Switch 2 is perfectly fine and justifiable. But apparently, supposedly, it's only that price because of the tariffs. I don't know how much it would be without the tariffs. Anyways, a lot of people are basically, there's a lot of people celebrating this. You got the usual retarded liberals who are, celebrating this. And look, just because I agree that the tariffs are stupid, I agree that, all this war against Iran is fucking retarded. It's just more wars for Israel. There's a lot of things that I hate about the Republicans right now, the neocons and everything. You know what? That doesn't fucking mean that suddenly I'm gonna become a damn Democrat. Let me just make something really clear right now. Democrats are the biggest pieces of shit in the fucking world. All you gotta do is look at every single blue state, Democratic state that has been a Democratic state for the last 50 fucking years, and you're gonna see that it was a piece of shit for all those 50 years. And what was the leadership there? It was Democratic leadership. So, I just want to point that out there, because, people, especially Democrats, they're so stupid and one-dimensional in their thinking. It's like, oh, well, see, the tariffs were a bad thing, so therefore, Republicans or conservatives in general are just bad. Conservatism is bad, and we need Democrats, we need more liberals. That's just fucking retarded, all right? Not everything is like black and white. Unfortunately, things aren't black and white like that. I wish Republicans were just the good guys and they were always doing things the right way. They were always, implementing actual conservative laws, but that's not the case, unfortunately. They're very corrupt too. They're just not as shitty as the Democrats. And there's a good saying that, God is not a Republican, but the devil is a Democrat. And that is 1000% true. Democrats are all about degeneracy. They're all about debauchery. They're anti-Christian, anti-morality. They're just fucking trash. They're destroying the family system, the family structure. And let's not forget, when Joe Biden was in office, good fucking grief, how do people not remember the gasoline prices back then being like up to $5 to $6 fucking dollars? It was ridiculous. Right now, the gas prices, I mean, supposedly it went up a little, up to $3, but for a while it's like at $2, which was way better than where it was when Joe Biden was in office. That shit was like all the way up to $6. Inflation got really bad with that guy in office, and with Democrats, inflation gets pretty bad. Taxes is always high with Democrats. Everything just sucks with those people. So, but yeah, Nintendo is suing the United States government over the use of tariffs, and I agree with them. The tariffs are fucking stupid. The only thing that pisses me off about all of this, though, is it's going to really make me angry if these disgusting woke libtards are going to start, attaching themselves to Nintendo and trying to make Nintendo out to be this champion for these left-wing retards. I really hope that like that doesn't happen, to where people even on the right, people who are, you know, anti-woke, like I'm anti-woke, but I really hope that people who are like anti-woke don't start to get this stupid idea that Nintendo is like siding with, you know, the left, siding with liberals, siding with the woke crowd. I really hope people don't think that, you know. Again, not everything is black and white. This is one issue regarding the tariffs, and I agree with Nintendo on it, you know. I absolutely agree. It's crazy the timing of all of this, because like the White House literally had posted some weird meme, and it was like a Pocopia meme or whatever, where they did they basically changed the lettering for it to say "Make America Great Again" instead of it saying, you know, Pokemon Pocopia. And then, you know, shortly after that, you know, we get this news that Nintendo is suing the United States government, and so you know, stupid people are going to try to, you know, put those two together or whatever. People are definitely going to put those together, be like, haha, Nintendo's suing you guys because of this, and it's like, no, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the tariffs. I wish they would have sued them much sooner. That way it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with that. The timing of it is just really stupid, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm kind of going on the long tangent, but yeah, just I've got to look more into this, see how much, like, I don't know how serious the tariffs are, like, you know, how much they're being, you know, charged with or whatever, like how much they're having to pay in tariffs. I don't know. I would have to check that out, but apparently they're suing them, and apparently they have the right to, because apparently these tariffs are illegal. And I've agreed from the very beginning that these tariffs were fucking stupid. They were very dumb. They were stupid. He should have never done that. That was a dumb fucking move. Lowering taxes would have been good enough, instead of raising tariffs, you know, hitting everybody with tariffs, and then they're just going to jack up the damn prices, you know, which it makes things harder for the consumer, also makes things harder for the people doing business, because they don't want to raise their prices of their products, and less people are going to buy their products. Now, that being said, the Nintendo Switch 2 is still the fastest selling console of all time. It's doing well, despite that. And that's probably because a lot of people, like, they look at that price tag of $450 or $500 for the bundle, and they think, hey, you know what, that's actually fair. That's not overpriced whatsoever. There's some people that think, oh, that's actually a really good deal, especially for what the console has to offer. But that's basically what I wanted to talk about. You know, I'm gonna set the record straight. I'm gonna be very, very straightforward with you guys. I'm not sugarcoating anything here. What I believe and all of that good stuff. Like, I'm not doing any of that. You know, I'm gonna let you know what my values are, what my principles are. But that being said, I don't just automatically agree with everything Republicans do, because unfortunately most Republicans are not truly conservative as they should be, you know? They're just not. And a lot of them are just neocons. They want more wars for Israel. And I fucking hate Israel. I despise them. They're scum. They're the scum of the earth. Alright? You know, they're anti-Christian. They reject our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. They hate him. They're anti-white. Okay, Jews are like some of the most anti-white people. They're just complete scum. And they're the cause of all of these, you know, mass murders and deaths going on in the Middle East. And I'm sick and tired of idiots like Trump and all these other puppet presidents, because most of these presidents that get elected, they're puppets. I'm sick and tired of them, you know, just doing their bidding, you know. We're doing all these stupid ass wars over there when we got so much trash here in our own country. I mean, damn, at least go after the freaking LGBT and all these other degenerate freaks. Get rid of them, you know, get rid of all these disgusting people that have infested our own country. BLM, get rid of them, they're trash too. So many of these people who are just scum, you know. But yeah, that's where I stand when it comes to all of this. But that being said, the tariffs, stupid as hell. The war, stupid as hell. Um, yeah, so many stupid decisions that this administration has been making. But the problem with these politicians, it doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican. Typically, they're doing what's best in their own interest, not in the interest of the country or of the people. You know, people want to talk about left wing, right wing. You know, it's the same bird. All right, it's the same bird. That doesn't mean that they're all working together and that they're friends, but they're definitely not working for the people. Neither one of them, really. That being said, typically, Republicans do a much better job with the economy. That's just a simple fact. You know, that is a simple fact. You look at all the red states, oh wow, they have the best economy. They're doing very well, low crime, everything, you name it. So many jobs, all that good stuff. Not a bunch of homeless people. Look at the blue states, it's the complete opposite. They're literally just literal shitholes. California, New York, Detroit, Michigan, probably one of the best examples is Detroit, Michigan, Chicago. All these freaking blue states have been trash for freaking decades now. So I gotta put that out there because it pisses me off when, you know, people see Republicans doing something really stupid and then all of a sudden that means, oh, see, told you guys, you know, told you that Republicans are bad, we need to vote Democrats. Like, you're fucking retarded. How did you forget about the Biden administration? How did you forget all of the stupid bullshit we went through with the prices and the inflation and all that? Oh, mass immigration, yeah, and you know, if you don't see the problem with the mass immigration, you're a fucking idiot, or you're just a piece of shit and you just hate the people that live here and you just want to see them, you know, you want to see these societies just get destroyed, you know, by foreign invaders. Anyways, so yeah, that's this video. That's my thoughts about all of this. It's not just about the tariffs, but you know, I also got to talk about, I got to educate people on these other things as well. I really hope that they do try to negotiate and work something out with Nintendo. I mean, let's just try to work something out, you know. Don't be stupid and like, I don't know, like do some really dumb bullshit that you think is bold, you think it's awesome, and it's really not. Like, I don't know, banning their games, banning their products. That would be so fucking retarded. Or like raising the tariffs even higher or something. Like, hopefully we don't see anything stupid like that. Hopefully there's a peaceful resolution to all of this. There's a negotiation. Hopefully Nintendo could be exempt from the tariffs. I don't know. But hopefully they work something out. That's what needs to happen. They need to work something out. So that way we all win, you know. But they definitely need to stop with the tariffs. There was no reason to do that in the first place. None whatsoever. Anyways, some of you guys, I'm sure there's some people that are probably pissed off, like, I can't believe you said all that. You offended me. It's like, well, why don't you just fucking go in the comment section and say what you disagree with and why you disagree with it, and actually provide some good evidence. Because let me tell you, all I have to do is tell you to just look at the states that have been Democratic for so many years. Well, look at the worst states. Just look up worst states to live in with the worst economies, highest crime rates, highest poverty rate. You could do simple stuff like that, and then just go a little deeper, and you're gonna see who's been running those states into the ground. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying about all this. Do you agree that Nintendo should be suing Donald Trump? Do you are you a conservative like me, and you also agree that the United States government should be getting sued? What are your thoughts about all of this? Do you disagree with that? Are you a Democrat and you disagree with what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what you are, just, you know, put your comments in the comment section, and let's discuss this and talk about it. But that's my opinion about all of this, and I can't wait to hear from the rest of you guys. So with that being said, I will talk to you all later.